you all in the panel group who would like to go first on Telegram. And I've proposed that Kana, you being freshly awake, might be in touch with the lucid realms, and you might like to begin. And then after that, Bea, and then finally, Yuzane, apologies for if I'm mispronouncing your name. And then we have a break for a round of questions. And how does that sit with you?
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, good morning, all. It's morning for me. I know it's afternoon and possibly evening for others, and it's just good to see your faces. And I'm just really pleased that we get together again. So I would like for just a really quick reference, if everybody would unmute and just quickly say, as soon as I say your name, say where you're from. I'm coming from Utah in the United States, which is in the mountain states. And let's start with Chloe. Where are you from?
Hello, I'm from Antwerp in Belgium.
Wonderful. Carlos.
Hello, I am Carlos from Mexico in the Pacific Zone.
Beautiful. Penelope.
Penelope, I'm coming from Ireland in the west of the country, and so amazed and blessed to be, well, graced by your presence today. And thank you so much for waking up at this crazy hour for you to host and organize us. Looking forward to our sharing time.
Yes, thank you, Penelope. Isane.
Hi, Isanet, calling from the Dominican Republic, 6:45 a.m. here.
Wonderful. Beatrice.
I'm from France, but I'm based in Spain at the moment, and it's 12:30 here, just before lunchtime. Really happy to be here too, and thank you for the great effort of, being here so early in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice. Jacob.
Hi, hello. You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm from Poland, but I'm in Norway. I live in Norway for 3.5 years. Yeah, it's afternoon, like everywhere else in Europe. And looking forward for this meeting. I will probably switch off the video because I will be also trying to do some work because I'm still at work.
Excellent.
From home. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So glad to have you join us. Okay. Well, this morning I am feeling like I feel inspired to share with you some thoughts about the elements and how we work together, and really focusing a little bit more on the wind element. When a person steps into a gifting circle in the mandala and begins weaving as a fire, that energy is really important. It's like the fuel in a car. And so the fire is really important for feeding the energy and the movement of the mandala. Then the wind energy is like the engine. And so the engine is powerful. It's the reason that we move. It's the element that keeps us aligned with our purpose. And really our purpose is movement. And this movement happens as we individually do our personal work and as we invite. Those are the two really key elements for that. Then the earth element is like the structure. It's like the it's like the body of the car. It's what we travel in. It gives us the support. The earth element is all about supporting the whole. And then the water element is really quite, the water element is all focused on flow, and if we're relating it to this car analogy, then it's the map that we follow, that gives us the direction that we're going. So each one of us have this opportunity to be in all of these elements, and in each element there are challenges and lessons and opportunities that draw us together with all 4 elements working together, and it also gives us the opportunity to work on our own individual, our personal challenges. And one of the greatest challenges that I find as I move through all of these elements, and as I work and play and support anybody else in these elements, one of the things that consistently comes up is trust. So I have had many times somebody in the wind element that'll say, well, I just don't have anybody to invite. I just don't know, if anybody will listen to me, or if anybody's interested. That kind of comment often comes up. And it really comes down to the one of our 9 principles is trust. It is absolutely important that we trust. And it's very easy to get focused on whether you can trust someone or trust something. But ultimately, and in the most core and essential way, that trust comes from within. If we have not developed a trust in our own selves, then there's no way that we can trust anyone or anything outside of ourselves. So the trust issue is something that is coming up for all of us, and it comes up for me as many times as I have, as I've gone through processes in gifting circles. I have not, I haven't been completely immunized against any challenges in the trust area. I always get to address that. So when I am in, like I was sharing earlier, I'm currently traveling in 4 mandalas, and in 2 of them I am wind. And so my focus as a wind is to be inviting. And this is the one area that seems to challenge a lot of us a great deal, because we have so many experiences and resistances about having to sell something, having to convince somebody. And when we are fully in trust, when we're trusting ourselves and we've developed that foundation inwardly first, then the opportunities and the ability to reach out, to share, to blow our invitations is much more organic. It happens easily, and we have the opportunities, and we see the opportunities that are all around us much more clearly. So as a wind, it is my privilege and my honor to share, to blow my invitations, to be in an open-hearted, honest space where I am continually excuse me. Sorry, for some reason my camera has gone out. But it is our opportunity and our goal and desire to be in that space where we are continually calling on that trust within ourselves so that we can be very clear about creating that space that allows us to be in a place of trust. So trust is one of those things that we can be sometimes when we are doing our own personal work, when I'm really being accountable and looking at myself. And in our part one gathering, there was a lot of sharing and discussion about the mirror and how everything around us and in us and in the process is really a mirror for us. And when I'm really looking honestly and accountably in the mirror, everything that comes up for me, I know is a creation, some attraction, and it is in some way my own creation. Then as I'm doing that work and being really fully accountable, then I can develop that trust. And the trust that I have with me is the most important thing, so that I can expand that energy and blow my invitations and be really free and available for all the opportunities that are around me in that. So I really have a lot of joy in being able to be in this position as a wind in 2 of the mandalas in which I'm traveling. And I consider it an honor to be able to share